Hey, good morning. Well, now, good afternoon, everybody. How y'all doing? This your boy Rod Thomas Jr. from the Real News Behind the News. Yeah, today is a hot Sunday in Shreveport, June 9th? June 9th? Yeah, June 9th, 2019. And we want to give a shout out to all of our YouTube subscribers for bearing with us while we had a lot of personal issues going on here in Shreveport. We thank y'all for y'all support. And again, we know that YouTube is making it hard for y'all to follow our content. Well, we're gonna make it even hard. We're gonna try to make it hard for YouTube to keep throttling us like this. So we're gonna try to put out 2 or 3 videos every day. And as I said day before yesterday in the video, I'm going to follow the YouTube guidelines to the as close as I can in order to get our channel up there where we can get monetized and we can actually do our live videos again. But at the same time, I'm not going to go back and compromise on what it is that I believe in and what it is that I speak. I just have to find a better way to say it. And what we're finding out is that I talk about a lot of issues that touch a lot of sensitive emotions and feelings in people. And it's not like I'm intending to offend anybody deliberately. I'm just speaking from my point of view as a child of the sun, a black man here in America, Basically, things have been happening so fast here in Shreveport, I haven't really had the time to do my YouTube videos like I should. And again, I'm not the type of person to just do a video just to be seen. But I realize if I want to get my channel monetized, I got to do these videos consistently. So we're going to bring y'all issues that we feel are very, very important. Again, if you're looking to be entertained, this channel might not be for you. But if you're looking to find out information and in the process being entertained, then you come to the right place. Because again, over the next few days, we're going to start going back to what we originally do, which is give you world issues, national issues, state issues, and local issues here in America, around the world, geopolitically, in Shreveport, Caddo Parish in Louisiana, So we're going to be talking about issues like here locally, man. We're dealing with a couple of issues that really take precedence over everything else, and that's the police. Killing people here in Shreveport. Literally, we've had 3 people in just the last 5 months here to be killed by the police, and all of them under somewhat questionable circumstances. Now they're telling us their official story, but we have formed a group of citizens here who are pushing for a citizen review board of the police in misconduct, and we're finding out a whole lot of inconsistencies in their official story. So we gonna be pushing hard in the paint on that because again, we just last weekend we had the third person here in Shreveport to get shot by the police in less than 5 months, and actually that makes the 4th person to get shot by the police in less than a year. Then you've had others to get shot that didn't die. So we're questioning the police training, And let me ask y'all a question: why is it that the police got to have special training, sensitivity training, in order to deal with black folks in the hood? But they know when they go into the suburbs or them rich areas, they know how to deal with them people. You know what I'm saying? They got to have special training to deal with us. Why? Is that because all these years, man, they have been allowed? Well, first of all, let's go back to the creation of the police. Did you know the police were created actually as a means of catching slaves? That was their whole job, really, to guard against the property. They say their job is to serve and protect the public. No, their job is to serve and protect the public interest. Believe it or not, I'm going to show y'all, under the Supreme Court, recent Supreme Court ruling, the police doesn't even have an obligation to answer your call as a citizen. They don't. Their obligation is to protect the city's best interest, the municipality's best interest. So when you look at the training that the police have had over the years, since slavery, at first they started out to catch slaves. That was their whole job, to catch slaves. And from that point on, they evolved into an entity. Now, here's where geopolitics comes in. If you don't understand what the Israelis are doing to the Palestinians, you will never understand what the police here in America are doing inside the neighborhood, the hoods, the ghettos. Because what black people are experiencing here in America is the exact same oppression tactics that the police use to keep the Palestinians in subjection. Not just the Palestinians now, but all throughout the Middle East and every other country. Which again, going back to what we're going to be talking about, we're going to be talking about situations like Venezuela, what they're doing down there, how they literally tried to overthrow this country right before your eyes, and most people didn't catch on to it. And now they're strangling the life out of these people with economic sanctions to the point where these people, you know what I'm saying, what they're trying to do is hurt the citizens of Venezuela so bad that they would come and unite and overthrow the president. You know what I'm saying? But yet still here in America for the last 2 years now, they've been talking about interference in an election or government affairs here with Donald Trump and all that bullshit. How could you say that, be a hypocrite, and then turn around and do the same thing in Venezuela? This is another country that they tried to overthrow. Well, Syria. They didn't make it in Syria, which again, they got their ass whooped in Syria. So now, you know what I'm saying? They trying to save face. It's a whole bunch of stuff geopolitically we could talk about right now, but that's, you know, going to be up in the upcoming show. We're probably going to do 2-3 more videos today because I ain't got nothing but time and no money. So I'm broke. I ain't got nothing to do. What else? But anyway, here locally also, outside of the police situation, we talking about this poison-ass water that the city of Shreveport is trying to extort us with. Here locally, recently, they just passed a little piece of legislation where they're going to add $7 to the citizens' water bill to include trash service or raise for the sanitation workers. But we're hearing now that since they implemented this new policy as a means to guarantee that they'll be able to pay that, get that $7, they're telling the citizens of Shreveport that they no longer getting extensions on their water bill. That's kind of ironic when, you know what I'm saying, here in Shreveport, the government themselves have allowed so much fucking corruption to go on with that water bill department, where you had people being overcharged almost 3 times their normal water bill because you had individuals in the water bill department high up basically allowing their family and their friends and a lot of Negroes that they just know to get away with not paying water bill for 10, 15, 20, 30 years. And in order to compensate for that money, they were charging everybody else. So all this corruption that took place, now they telling the citizens again, you got to pay for it. We don't give a damn about what happened and how much we owe you. You all better pay your water bills on time for some poison-ass water, because if you go back and look at when we fought and shut that landfill down about 6 years ago, your landfill was right across the street from the city's water supply, and it was on fire. The landfill was on fire underground for 10 years, y'all. Here in Shreveport, it was on fire underground for 10 years. All that poison went into your water supply, which right now Shreveport is under federal investigation for the water. And now they try to extort the citizens to get that extra $7 a month to pay for sanitation. And the shit is fucked up. But anyway, that's another story we're going to be bringing y'all. But again, man, we just want to let y'all know that we're going to be back hard and heavy on YouTube. And if we don't do nothing but a 2 or 3 minute, excuse me, a 2 or 3 minute video every day, we're gonna stay out there. And we hope our numbers get back up. So y'all help us get these numbers back up, man, by subscribing. Keep hitting that notification button, and notice that every day, if nothing else, we're going to do a video just to say, hey, we'll find something that's important off the internet that really affects your day-to-day life. I don't give a damn if it's way over in Taiwan, Hong Kong, right now, Hong Kong. Pay attention to what's going on over there. There's going to be a big thing with the United States and China behind Hong Kong. It's crazy what's going on in the world, and it all affects you locally, no matter where you live in America. What happens in the world overseas geopolitically affects you, because in most cases, they're implementing policies overseas as a form of practice, in a sense, for lack of a better word, for practice to bring back and implement into America, because the goal is basically what every dictator, what every conqueror, what every king wanted, was to grab the whole world under one banner. You might know it as the New World Order or something like that, but that's literally what they're trying to do. They're trying to bring everybody under the banner of one global banking and economic system, and they're enforcing it with the military, namely the United States military, which ain't nothing but a bunch of gangsters. The United States military ain't nothing but a bunch of kick-door artists. You know, if you in the drill gang, you know what I mean when I say kick-door artists. The United States government, they use their military just to go over to another country and kick their door in and take their shit. You know what I'm saying? And for the pharmaceutical company, your military really is owned by the pharmaceutical companies, of course, the military industrial complex. They're owned by, various businesses here in America who send our children off to war to fight for oil, to fight for gold, to fight for diamonds, going over there taking other people's shit, and then your kids come back with legs blown off or in a casket or severely brain damaged so that corporations can make money. Because again, your military is nothing more than an instrument used by the corporation. I'm gonna give you a classic example. Look at Afghanistan. Why did we invade Afghanistan if 17 of the hijackers on 9/11 was from Iraq? Was from Saudi Arabia, forgive me. 17 of your 19 hijackers on 9/11 was from Saudi Arabia. We go and kick the door in Afghanistan and Iraq. Why? Because we wanted control of Iraq's oil when Saddam Hussein took his oil off the petrodollar and was willing to trade with the Europeans for the euro. And then they went to Afghanistan to get all them poppy seeds and heroin. Now why you think you got an opioid crisis out the ass? Since we've been in Afghanistan, opioid deaths and addictions has increased by 1,000%. And guess who sell the most dope? Not the people that selling heroin on the street, but your pharmaceutical companies through Oxycontin, Loratabs, and all that shit. So we're going to break all that shit down for y'all over the next few days. And then as the next few days go and we break these things down, feel free to leave your comments as to what you like to hear us talk about. Now, I'm not going to say we the smartest people on the planet. I'm the smartest person on the planet, but I will say I'm one of them. You know what I'm saying? And the shit that I tell y'all is based upon years of research, but also years of living in reality and understanding things. I've been blessed to be a university educated man, but I also been blessed to survive the streets. So I can tell you a lot of things from my opinion. You don't have to believe me. Go and do your own research. Once you do your research, you're going to be like, this Negro here. Yeah, I'm going to tell y'all something else. I cuss a lot, and I don't have my videos planned out. I don't get up with a script and say, this is how I'm going to say whatever I say. No, I just come to you real, uncut, uncensored. So again, we thank y'all for following us. Well, I don't call y'all followers. If you're on my channel, you are a leader just looking for more information. So I thank y'all for subscribing to our page, our channel. And we are asking y'all to help us right now to get more subscribers. And people that click the notification button, always click that like button if you like it. If you don't like it, I ain't mad if you click thumb down. Always feel free to voice your opinion, but most importantly, help us get these numbers up so that we can go live, so that we can take this thing, what we do, which is the real news behind the news. And what we do is give you all information, if nothing else, to make you think differently than what you're being told by the mainstream media, because it has been proven and admitted, documented millions of times that your mainstream media lied to you, because they're nothing but puppets for the people who sponsor them. They're puppets for their advertising. Shit, we don't get paid nothing here at the Real News Behind News, but we believe in telling you the truth. Man, how long did I have that spit on my lip? I'm just kidding. But anyway, this is what we do. We tell y'all the truth, give you the truth behind what the mainstream media is telling you about. If nothing else, to get you to think different. So again, hey, share this video. Hit the like button, man. Tell your friends about it. But most importantly, be prepared never to look at the news on your mainstream media, on your television. Again, the same. Hey, y'all be blessed.